What's up, guys? On the GoPro here, so sorry about the audio in advance. Getting backed up to the shop here because the engine has arrived. So we're gonna go ahead and get the time lapse going and get that thing loaded up and head back to my house and drop her off. But first, let's walk you up to it and have a look-see. Bang. Not a heck of a lot to it right now, just wrapped up thing, but I cut her open right here just to make sure it was the right engine, and it is. You can also tell by the what is that? You can see right there, those two teeth right there that you can see, those are for a 16 tooth crankshaft tone wheel. So that's the other way you can tell. But already on the forklift here, get her loaded up, brother. All right, got her loaded up. Got a strap on there for good looks. Let's take her home. All right, we got her home. Still back there. Let's take her clothes off. I hope that wasn't important. Oh. Gentlemen, it's a brand spanking new engine. Let's get this garage open. Oh, no peeking. Yeah, let's just get her backed up a little bit here, because not a super commonly known fact, but the less far I have to take it, the more better. So yeah. All right, well, that's a good start. Let's get her the rest of the way off. I'll let you guys watch. I like when you guys watch. Damn, this baby's been recording for half an hour. Well, that took a little longer than expected to get it on this stand, but here we go. Brand new engine, baby. You guys like that that washer there? Threw the oil pump up. Threw the oil pump on there just for funsies, but those bolts can't go on quite yet anyway. I think they hold on a tensioner and maybe some other things also, but just threw them on there because why the heck not? All right, let's get this truck back to work and come back home and put the oil pan on this. Okay, sweet. We just checked off the oil pan gasket, and the oil pickup tube. GoPro died right as I was finishing torquing the last couple bolts, so that worked out. Let's get this thing flipped back over though. Voila. Sweet. I love this. This is the first time since I've gotten that truck that we've been putting stuff back together rather than taking it all apart. So let's continue going. What is up, my beautiful YouTube brothers and sisters? Bink. We got some good news for you today, but first let's get these garage doors open. Well, alright then. So looky what we got in the mail. The final portion to the puzzle that is our 4.7 liter engine. So the plan right now is I'm going to get that block surface prepped. I'm going to get those prepped. I'm going to get the heads put on, torqued down, and then I'm going to transfer all the old bolts that are poking out of these old heads over to the new ones in their respective positions. You know, I got them here laid all out where they're supposed to be, so I didn't get myself confused. But we'll set those, we'll bolt them down, torque them down, all that stuff. We'll set all the bolts where they go, and then I'm gonna get these heads boxed up and ready to ship back, because these are going back to the company that sent me the heads for a core. So there's eBay right now telling me my heads just arrived. But anyway, let's get these bolted on. I'll show you guys the whole setup. So alright guys, as I'm throwing these head studs into the oil there to get them soaking, I just realized that they sell the sets separately. They come side by each. So I gotta go over to Napa and get another set of those head studs right there. But that'll be quick. Run over there real quick. Still got plenty of time left in the day, and then come back and finish these up. But I'll be right back. Alright, first thing first, let's grab some great brake clean and some shop towels and get this surface prepped. Alright, I will admit, I had my fiance pour some water in my eyes just for good measure there, but let's reset the camera here. You'll have to pardon my sniffles as I just sprayed my eyes with brake clean and then poured water in them. Alright guys, got everything all set up here. Jump back on the GoPro real quick. I wanted to show you this. Check that out. Right there. A small deformity in the head, but you could see it protrudes out just a touch. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it anyway, because I think it's probably fine. The rest of it was very obviously machined pretty well. And this is probably something that just happened after, and you can see there's some other spots here on the edge where it's just kind of cornered up. I think that'll be fine. Alright, so it's time to get these head bolts put in. We got them all soaking in oil here. Not necessarily soaking, but just, you know, chilling in the oil so they can get coated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them out on this, these shop towels here, because they don't need to be dripping wet with oil. Just need to be coated. Alright, the head gasket appears to be fully seated everywhere. Or the head, rather. So let's get started torquing these down. I'm going to turn the camera off real quick and look up the torque specs, and then we'll be right back. Alright guys, freaking Canon died. But we got tons of battery life in the GoPro, so set this sucker up. And get back to torquing these bolts down. Okie dokie. So we're gonna hit these first ones in the sequence with 20 foot-pounds, and then we'll go back and we'll do 35 on all of them, and then we'll do an additional 90 after that. So we're gonna hit them with the first 20 to get them all seated. What's up, dog?
You got yourself a little fancy new tool, I see.
Yep, I needed it. Can't really get by without one. Bumper up to 35. Neighbor just hit a sick burnout down the road, and his Corvette is revving up right now.
Oh, is it the guy with the pickup?
Yeah.
He must be doing pretty well for himself.
Alright. Now we'll set this torque wrench back to, can't remember what those are. Let me look back up.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Excited for your move?
Huh?
Are you excited for your move?
I'm not gonna get too excited yet. It's been like a month. Emily's. I mean, I'm
Folks,
excited, but
that's one down. Hell yeah, brother.
it's $1,200 off for your second month of rent. My kitchen's nice, so I have so much space.
That's awesome.
I'm pretty sure the bathtub has jets in it too, which is also cool.
Hey, that guy, freaking a rural Vermonter, replied to me actually. Alright, new bateria in the GoPro. Head gasket on the other side. These ones are all bolted down. I already got this side prepped. I already got that surface prepped. I took the liberty of filing down that little nick that I mentioned earlier. I felt like that was a, hey Nick, look, filed you down. And there was also some other kind of stuff right here that needed to be filed down. All right, let's get these timing components put back in here. Or well, rather, let's get these new timing components put in here. We're gonna start with this lower timing chain tensioner. And we're just gonna take the 3 bolts. We'll put some Loctite on them. That one doesn't hold it in, but it needs Loctite anyway. You guys see that catch? Alright, got those all in with some thread locker. That one, and then the oil pump one, the one that just goes through the oil pump. And then we're gonna leave that bolt out just for now because we got to get the lower tensioner, or rather the lower guide, on this side first. So let's get those bolts tightened up. Real quick, and then we'll get the rest of it on. All right, check it out. We got all the tensioner, the guide's in. This is a tensioning guide, but we're gonna pop the tensioners in next. Oh, by the way, we put Loctite. You can see kind of a little bit right there. We put Loctite on every single one of these bolts. And as a side note, you can see here, this piece goes from the cast iron block to the cylinder head, which is aluminum. And you can see that one is a dark color bolt, and that one's a light color bolt. And again, here you see that's a dark color bolt, and that through that hole is a light color bolt. The light color bolts go in the cylinder heads. The light color bolts match up to the aluminum. Just remember that. That's all you really need to know. And then put Loctite on every single one of these and you should be ready to rock. Engine's in time. All the timing marks are lined back up. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull these pins now on these tensioners. And this one. All right. Now let's give this engine a couple rotations and see if they all line back up. That's how we know if we did a good job. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned and we'll freaking see you in the next one.